Hello, my name is Lubek Masaidov and you are watching screencast video Basic Calculations with R. So let's start. As you already know, it is an input and output window of R. And this red color string is an input string. So let's start with basic mathematical functions. Basic functions. If you write some text, R gives you some error because R is always accepting some functions or some objects which are already saved. And if you want to write some text as comment, you must write first of all number sign and then your text. Everything what you have written after this number sign and under the same string will be not calculated and will be just ignored by R. So basic mathematical functions, they are just normal functions as plus, minus, multiplication, division, or like 4 to the power of 6, or like square root. If you want to have a square root of some number, you have to write a function name, and its function name is sqrt, and it's in brackets. In round brackets, it's really important that you write the number, and you have then square root of this number, it is 2, or exponential of 4. So here you have this small list of mathematical functions. So much more interesting is logical function. First number sign, logical functions. Okay, what is logical function? It is typical logical questions like bigger or smaller than or equal. So if you want to check out whether 2 smaller than 3, you write 2 smaller than 3 and enter, and and R gives you an answer. It's true. And if you want to check 4 whether 4 smaller than 3, of course it's false. If you want to check out whether 4 equal to 5, for example, just to check, you have to write 2 times equal, because otherwise it will be not comparing, it will be assignment. So if you want to compare whether 4 equal to 5, you write 4 2 times equal sign 5 and enter, and you get the answer false. Or if you want 5 equal to 5, true. Unequal sign is 5, unequal sign 4, it's true. And other logical functions you can also find here. And you can also do, of course, like smaller or equal, or bigger or equal, or not, and or functions. So, of course, these logical functions seems to be quite easy if you are using just numbers. But if you use some variables, which have some values, so you do not see the values, and you can compare these variables with these functions. So what is a variable? So your variable can you can call your variable however you want. Let's say that variable names x has to have the value 4. So this sign, like smaller than and minus, it looks like error. It means is assignment, so it saves some value in variable. If you say for x arrow, so assignment sign 4, so it means that the value which is right from this sign will be saved in this variable which is left of this sign. And if you write just x now, just to check out, you see that it has the value of 4. There are another two possibilities how to make these assignments. So you can also write in a such way. So 34, let's say just 34 should be saved. You see this assignment is in another way now, and just like arrow to the right side. Should be saved in y, enter, and you see y is 34, right? And another third possibility how to make an assignment is just the equal sign. So if you write like a has to have the result of this calculation, and you see what is a, you see 136. So if you want to make some functions, if you want to make some programs, to write some programs, you can always use these variables. So if you want to make, for example, square root, you can say square root of 4 of x, and you see it is 2, while y because x is 4. So you can say square root of x, or you can say square root of 4. Of course, if you change the value of x, let's say to 6, now is x not 4, now is our x has value of 6. So then if you do square root of x, of course it will be not anymore square root of 4, it will be square root of 6. So it's quite important that you see, if you want to repeat the last calculation, the last function, you can just press button up and you see all these last calculations, and you can repeat it up and down, up and down. But if you want some help or some more details for any function, you can go to help, HTML help, and then here search for keywords, and you can write here, for example, some function name. So let's say that we write just equal sign, and you see there is a assignment options or assignment operators. So here's our first assignment operator, second one, and third one, and there are some details. So that was, hopefully you liked it, and goodbye.